Hello, Elite DSP here. Today I'm bringing you episode 2 of Armchair Rifting. In this series I take you with me as I clear high-level greater rifts, while giving you guys insights as to what I'm thinking and doing throughout the rift. So without any more hesitation, let's start talking about the rift. As we first get in here, we see that it's pretty dense to start. We see that we also have skeletons and zombies, which are always good. They're relatively easy to kill, and they give a decent amount of progression. So here we've come against our first pack of elites, and it's really easy. They got Waller, they got shielding, teleport, nothing to worry about. So I'm just going to drag those along with me, get to the next pack of mobs. Here's a decent set of mobs. All I got to do is dodge those bolts, stay away from melee range, and try to pull those elites back with me. See, they stopped coming, but they'll come eventually. They have teleporting, so they will eventually follow as long as they're aggroed. Do a little damage in there, get a soul harvest off. See as they teleport into the room with me. It's always nice. Try to get haunts out on everything, because things up in greater 40 have a lot of HP. I'm just trying to group everything up and do as much damage as possible. Here I'm starting to think, okay, time to start moving on. I do want to get these two killed, but the guy shields right at the last second there. So I gotta stick around and wait for the next soul harvest to come back up. And I pop him. It's time to go. More summoners, always good. They spawn a lot of extra mobs, so it's more progress to be had. We got another pack with health link and reflect damage, not too bad. Waller knockback, they already knock back, so it's pretty much the same thing. Not a hard pack, and I'm just trying to grab them, see what else I can find. Go in that room, there's nothing in there. But in a big pack like that, you get to take advantage of your AoE damage, your area damage, which really brings those elites down fast. Loving this rift so far. Run into a door, find a huge pack of mobs to kill. And even when I kill the mobs, I spawn more mobs. So far, density's been good. Could be a little better, and I'm keep looking for more and more mobs. I need to group everything up here, and I end up dying to range shots. I was expecting that last soul harvest to reset my spirit walk, but I didn't quite do that. A few mobs stayed alive with a few million HP. So, bad luck there. Bad timing. But we're back, and I got a nice big room of mobs, so do my best to try to drag them forward to bring them all into a group so that I can keep on soul harvesting and spirit walking, staying basically invincible the whole time. See more mobs ahead of me, so I start pulling them, get some extra damage out as I wait for my soul harvest to come back up. Really, I'm just trying to get everything walking towards me, walking out of that room and grouping up into that small little hallway. You see, we got most of the room now, so I'm going to end up moving on here. Open the door, and I get another elite pack. A little wary because they do have Orbiter, so it's more things I have to dodge. They're also an ranged pack, more stuff I have to dodge, and another elite pack joins too, with Mortar. So I'm a little wary. I'm trying to run back as I wait on all my cooldowns to come back up, because this could be deadly. I make sure that cooldowns are up before I go back in, run in, get a soul harvest, fear them at the same time, and then try to run through. Basically, I'm trying to stay out of range of any affixes that they might hit me with, while trying to further myself in the rift. I see there's another elite pack down here, which is actually really nice. The more mobs I have, the more damage I'm doing, and the more resets I get, so the longer I have on spirit walking. So I'm just keep on moving on. This pack has frozen. This tends to be a problem, but I'm just standing in the next room, running in, getting a quick soul harvest, running back out. I see that there's purple orbs, so I'm going back to pick those up. And the fatty elite pack reset on me, so I had to redot him up. So I got two elite packs down there. I just have the fatty with mortar to worry about. It's not too bad, dragging him along. It's yellow packs that have a little extra health, so it's not really worth just sitting there and killing him. But it's definitely worth to go back and forth, try to get him farther and farther as I soul harvest him and get him lower and lower. Nice big AoE pack here. Should be able to one-shot it. Not quite. But I'm continuously trying to pull more and more mobs. There's a bunch of summoning mobs in that pack, the Wretched Mothers. So I was letting them summon their zombies back out while I try to find more stuff. Because each mob that you get is more progress. So the longer you let them summon, the better. Especially if you're pulling things to you while you're waiting. And another huge pack of mobs. I'm jumping for joy at this point as I see my locust swarm jump from off screen. I notice the next room is completely packed full of mobs too. Figure I'll clean out some of this before I go in, deal with the mortars. Always a little deadly. And I notice more mobs back here as I'm trying to evade shots and mobs. Alright, so now I didn't have any cooldowns there, so I retreated to wait for Spirit Walk to come back up. As I'm basically just soul harvesting the grotesque at the moment. And it wasn't giving resets. The grotesques all die, they make those corpse forms, which are nice. It's a little extra progress for no extra movement. I see another group of mobs and I gotta be careful. I used my Pronado, which procs their return damage on each one of them. It looks like there's a ton of minions too, so it ended up bring me quite low. I had to pot real quick so I wouldn't die there, as a Spirit Walk was also down. It's okay to use Pronado and Locust Swarm to hit them all, as long as your Spirit Walk's up, because then you won't take any of that extra return damage. But using them when return damage is up can actually kill you, even if you're just not taking any other shots. So it's something to be wary of. I'm just looking for more mobs. I'm trying to dot these things up. I don't want to run through there yet just because I don't know what's on the other side. Like I see there's an elite pack with mortar. It's pretty smart to stay on the other side of that door for as long as I did. But by getting all those haunts out before I ran through the door, I was able to soul harvest, and it sends those haunts that end up killing mobs to other mobs. And so I don't have to spend as much time out in the open hitting people with haunts. I can just sit back and let those jumps do it. Now this is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen, and I could have used this to my advantage, but I was a little rattled by the fact that, hey, mobs are still up when the Rift Guardians spawn. I've got an entire elite pack to kill while I have to kill the Rift Guardian. So this is kind of lame, and I'm running through. I'm basically just trying to get away from. This pack has a jailer, and it's super deadly. I see that the door is there. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take the door. I'm gonna get that reset in case I die. I'll be able to respawn there. First, I'm gonna get some damage onto this pack. I'm like, okay, take the door, go back in, and the elite pack is gone. I had no idea that going through would reset the elite pack. Had I known this, I would have stayed in until the elite pack was dead, thereby resetting my my Bane of the Powerful proc and giving me that extra 20% damage throughout most of this Rift Guardian fight. Getting that extra Bane of the Powerful proc and wasting all that time killing the elite pack without actually getting credit for killing them, it was kind of a big deal, and I'll let you know why in a little bit. But for now, all I'm doing is killing Arathon. It's not a very hard boss. You just kind of run around a corner, get your dot on him, harvest it off, run back around the corner so that he can't hit you. Uh, the only thing to really worry about when doing a Rift Guardian, unless there's certain abilities that the boss has, is to keep your haunt, your first haunt that you do, up for as long as possible. Basically what this means is haunt and Locust Swarm snapshot their damage. So when you start a boss fight, you may have 5 stacks of Soul Harvest and 5 stacks of Gruesome Feasts, and then Bane of the Powerful, making your haunt and Locust Swarm do a whole bunch more damage. So what you want to avoid is reapplying haunt after getting up the first time with those high damage modifiers. You can Soul Harvest about 5 times before they fall off, and it really reduces the amount of time that the Rift Guardian bosses take to kill, and reduces your overall clear time. So there's not too much more that I can tell you guys about the Rift Guardians, but what I wanted to know from you guys is, for my next episodes of Armchair Rifting, I want to know what you guys want to see. Now, I can keep on trying to get higher and higher in Greater Rifts, and show you guys that, but I kind of think this might start getting a little stale, because to get, clear 41, 42, 43, I'm basically going to have to find another rift like this. I'm going to have to find something that has zombies and skeletons and hugely dense, with decent affixes on the elites. So what else I could do that I was thinking about is possibly doing slightly lower greater rifts, like say 36 to 38, with greater variety of mobs, say like winged assassins, and I can tell you guys, how I handle things like that. That was a thought. I'm also planning on going into playing my wizard, which I also am getting up to greater 40 on him. So I'll show you guys some of those and go over wizard gameplay. The other thing was I wanted to know if you guys would like to see attempts at high level greater rifts. So I've got some level 41s and 42s where I can come pretty close, but I haven't quite completed it yet. So go ahead and leave me a comment. It'll give me a little direction on which way to take the series. Also, please rate the video. It helps me know what you guys like and what you guys don't like. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. I'll keep you up to date on all my content. So there's just a little bit more time left in the video. I want to talk about that elite pack again, but I don't quite want to spoil it until the Rift Guardian dies. So just bear with me. Another Soul Harvest should do it. I'll add one more. There it goes. Alright, so you see Jade Witch Doctor, rank 2. Well, at the time that I recorded this, I would have gotten rank 1 had I killed that elite pack. I was about 5 seconds away from rank 1, and getting that extra 20% damage would have taken off at least 1 Soul Harvest, which is more than 5 seconds of time. So, a little salty about that. But last I checked, Jobo's gotten up to 42, as long as a few others, so wouldn't really even matter anymore. Well, that's it for the video. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and check out episode 1. And if you guys are watching after this has been posted for a while, check out the next episodes. Thanks for watching.